that's a drone. So one of my neighbors is kind of displaying his drone out here, and that's pretty cool. Yo, what's up? So another day at the gym. This is my first workout in 2026, and today is January the 5th. So I want to get the fitness in, starting up my year with keeping myself in shape. I want to make sure this year I accomplish my fitness goal, getting shredded as much as I can, staying healthy all the way than I've ever been in my previous year. So last year I came close, but I had to drop off along the line because of the stuff going on with my life, with with getting married, planning the baby. But this year we're back at it. I want to make sure I started the year strong, and I believe, I'm a big believer in, Lord Jesus Christ, and I believe this year I'm gonna end up the year stronger and blessed. And if you're watching these, start up getting into your goal right now. Don't wait until everything is put in place. Just start. Start. Make sure you start, and you can start seeing results as it goes up steady. Don't expect, exponential result, if that makes sense. Just expect steady growth. It moves from one in the trading world, in the financial market world, we call it candlestick. So one candlestick at a time. So if that makes sense, one step at a time, you get there. Let's keep it going. Sorry about that, guys. So for those that our job requires us to carry out the most important aspect or part of Venture Media, we have to do it diligently. And again, still goes back to sales team. I know there's a lot of pressure on you guys right now because you guys are the driver of this organization. But that's just the realistic part. I don't want to have the conversation of, okay, hey, you have not been producing, we're going to have to let you go. I don't want to have that conversation. And for full transparency, this year, 2026, I am willing to take the step necessary to get Venture Media to the next step that it needs to be. So if I have to let some of you go, I will do that. It sounds cruel, but that's just what it is. However, don't get me wrong, I'm not stupid, which means that I'm gonna have to evaluate a lot of things. I'm gonna put a lot of things into consideration. Maybe you're giving your effort 100%, and I can see, and there's a proof for that, and there's a report for that. Now, why would I want to let you go if
personal, right? Money is being spent, and we are almost 2 years. We got a botched what's it called? We got a botched gig last year. Again, we learn every day. And basically what I'm trying to say is that things will be different, right? I will not be coming to you to ask you the same thing over and over again. If I ask you
All right, it's a beautiful night in Dallas, Texas, downtown Dallas. Just walking, chilling, and it's pretty chilled outside. I mean, it's kind of cold, but it's a vibe. I love it. Very chilled atmosphere. Yo, what's up? Another day, another blessing. Grateful to be alive. The crazy weather in Dallas, Texas, and it's freaking cold. But just quick one. Life is full of ups and downs, and it only become what you make out of it. Let us think for a sec. It only become what you make out of it. We are worried at times about our plans, what's going on, where are we going with our journey. But the worries does not change anything. And I can tell you right now, the worry is a common thing for a human being. And it's normal to be worried at times, but don't let it get over you, right? Because when you let the worry get over you, it stops you from being creative. And you don't want to stop being creative, because when you stop being creative, then it's becomes something that slow down your creativity. To even it slow down your ability to even want to do anything at all, right? So you just have to do your best and leave the rest. Just like I've always said, you can only do your best no matter what you do. Give it your 100%. Sometimes, we know deep down our heart that we're not giving it all our best. We might be giving it the best, but does that mean we're giving it all? And that's a question for each individual watching this. Even for me, myself, I can tell when I'm giving it all my best, and I can tell when I'm not. And that's what self awareness means. When we're self aware enough, we know what we're doing wrong and what we're not, and we know how we can improve, right? Greatness only comes to those that give it all their best. Am I saying I'm perfect? Am I saying I'm giving it all my best? Genuinely, no. I wish, and I'm trying my best. And all I can do is try my best at all times to give it my best. And yeah, that's all we can do. Believe in yourself. Sometimes you want to doubt. It's normal to doubt. When you don't doubt yourself at times, just my own opinion, then something is wrong. It's crazy I say that. When you don't doubt yourself, sometimes it means something is wrong, because when things just go smoothly, you have to watch your back. Life is not built that way for everything to go smoothly, right? Greatness takes time, takes patience, hard work, smart work, most especially hard work, consistency. It's very important. If you're not consistent, you shouldn't even try doing what you're doing. And now let's break that down for a sec. Sometimes we talk about consistency, and we really do not deliberate a lot on what that means. Sometimes we think we're consistent with the way we're doing things, but we're not actually consistent. For example, I have a lot of content stored on my device, and I've not been consistent with editing and putting them together. But in my brain, one part of my brain, I want to admit that I'm consistent, but truthfully, I know I'm not. So, and that's the way it weighs in our brain at times about the word consistency. We think we're consistent, but the result that we actually wanted, we know that it requires more than what we're giving to it, right? You're competing with about at least 4 billion people creating what you're creating or doing the business you're doing. And if you're not giving it all your best, I don't think it's fair for you to expect certain results that others are getting, right? And it's not about others, it's about you. But at the end of the day, you have to also put in the work. You don't expect someone put in 20 hours a day, or realistically, put in 15 hours a day and you put in 4 hours a day to get the same result. It doesn't make sense. Do your best, keep pushing. This year started, you know, with ups and downs for me in business. Family doing great, but in business, but that's the phase. And I want to speak in something real quick. Sometimes people don't know what successful people go through. And I'm talking about people that have gone through a lot and become successful financially in status wise, in status capacity. And we think, oh, they're lucky, they're blessed. Yeah, they might be blessed, but again, they're not lucky. They're in a game of, they're combating with about 5 billions of people to create what they have created. And you're saying that they're lucky or they're privileged. Trust me, it takes a lot of work. Yeah, they might be blessed. I agree with the word blessed. But lucky, it's not it. Someone can have money and still build something and fail, right? Yeah, I know the money is important because the money helps. Okay, it's like a stage. There's stage of ideas, foundation, then funding, capital. The capital is one of the most crucial part of whatever you want to build. So those ones that have those capital, they have automatically crack out that stage, have jumped to the next stage, which is getting to secure leverage from, or getting to showcase their products or whatever they're doing, their talent for audience, customers, clientele to consume whatever they're producing. Now that's where the challenge is, right? After maybe you're blessed with funds or capital, the challenge is at that top after fund or capital is having consumer to actually consume what you have to produce, what you have to offer. That part is freaking difficult, and it's a big challenge that most founders face, including me. And it takes time. It takes almost someone breaking down as a founder. It takes tons of failure and doubting if that thing is gonna actually work after every single thing you've given to it, right? So that's why I don't take successful people for granted. I'm talking about those ones that create something that worth it, something that you can prove, that you know that it can be shown to people, not just some random word from trust fund. Or there's nothing wrong with trust fund case, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that put the work, generate something, create something big. It's hard. You're on this level, you will never understand what it takes to be to this level until you get to a certain degree. You're just talking. Try to do what this person has done. You will see that 90% of people cannot. And all they do is talk, complain. And again, it's just the way life is. Even for the wealthy ones, it's not fair. But they choose that path. So don't blame people for choosing certain paths. And if they eventually become successful, know that it's not easy. They have gone through obstacles, failure. Some of them have gone through, quote unquote, sadness. I don't like using the word depression. They've gone through sadness, anxiety, breakup, divorce, all kind of events that have happened in their life, losing their families to get to where they want to be. But the people on this stage will never know. So, believe in yourself. Do not feel like someone that has created greatness is easier for them in the beginning. Or someone that have become great in whatever they're doing, don't think it's easier for them. And I began to appreciate, no matter, even there's some creators that do dumb stuff. Even though I don't like them, I don't consume their products. But again, I understand what it takes for them to become big. Even those ones that were able to get it out easily. I'm talking about those that get to the fame easily through some connection. For them to maintain that connection, for them to maintain that stability or consistency, it's still hard, right? So life is never gonna get easier. You just have to be content. And if you want more, keep going, and you surely get there, right? That's it.